इदानीं दशमाध्याये यः अध्यायः विभूतियोगः इति नाम्ना विख्यातः, तत्र चिन्तनं प्रचलितमस्ति। एषः श्लोकः समाप्तः। इदानीं कथं विस्तरेण आत्मना अन्तते कथयिष्यामि। अहमात्मा गुडाकेश सर्वभूताशयस्थितः, अहमादिश्च मध्यञ्च भूतानाम् अन्त एव च। समाप्तम्। आदित्यानामहं विष्णुः, ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्, मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि, नक्षत्राणामहं शशी। समाप्तम्। नक्षत्राणामहं शशी. Some of the commentaries, they are also, besides giving this word by word meaning and translation, they also get into this, the nishpatti athva nirvachanam pratipadam of etymology of every word, in the sense how this word is applicable to Vishnu or Krishna or Narayana. So in this chapter, generally he is explaining, he is telling, he is just picking, Krishna is picking this here and there, like in Adityanam aham Vishnu, in the Dvadasha Aditya, I am the Vishnu. Vishnu, and then Vishnu is one of the Adityas, Aditehe Putra. Then Ravihi Anshuman, the one who has Kirana. Anshu is Kirana or Prakasha generally, right? light rays. So those who are the things which are having Anshu or Prakasha in them, amongst them I am Ravi. Marichihi Marutam, Nakshratranam aham Shashi. Nakshatra, Nakshati means which goes, moves. So nakshatras in the Akasha, they appear to move, and they also actually move. In them, aham Shashi iti. Is at in one perspective, in one angle, if you see, he is just telling in these different things, my ansha or my sannidhana is specially felt, which doesn't mean that in others it is not felt. Some of the vibhutis, here he is telling, they are actually not his best expressions, not his best vibhutis. Still he is telling them because the others are already famous, that they are teshu tasya mahati vibhutihi asti iti prakhyata eva. Parantu atra esham tadrusha ganana nasti, teshamapi kirtanam kriyate atra. So there are some categories also we can identify in this listing here, what he is enumerating here. Some of the vibhutis are his direct representation, or his swayam avatara. himself, like Vishnu. Adityanam Vishnu. Vishnu is not different than himself. That he has made it clear in other different other places. And some of them are his ansha. Yeah. Like so Pandavanam Dhananjaya, etc. he is saying. There he is Pandavanam Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya is not Krishna or Vishnu or Narayana, but in Arjuna, his special presence is felt. So it's anshaha or ansharupena sthitva tam prachodayati. So that is one pattern we can see here. And here nakshatranam aham shashi. In such cases, what happened now? Pandavanam Dhananjaya means Adityanam Vishnus. Here we can understand that from different Puranas and other sources, we know that Vishnu is the one of the Adityas, and Marut is one of the Marichi is one of the Marut Gana. However, Nakshatranam Shashi in this case, if we take this as a Chandra, we know that Chandra is not Nakshatra. So here the type of thing is different. Vishnu is one of the Adityas, so there is a Sajatiya. So what we call Sajatiya. Jati or Jati means the category, class. Class is the same. Anshuman Ravi. So we Anshuman, the one who have the Prakashyota Vastunaha. Vastuni Santi. So them, Ravi is one of them. So they are also Sajati. Marut Maricha Sajati. But Shashi Nakshatra is Vijati. You know that they are not of the same class. Only thing is that Nakshatra is also in the Akasha. Shashi is also in the Akasha. Nakshatranam Aham Shashi, but both are different class. In this case, it is just being said that because he is in Shashi, he has a special presence and he is in the sky. So it is being enumerated here. And as far as the Nirvachana is considered of Shashi, we generally know it is Chandra, but Nirvachanakara, they also say that Shakara is attributed to Ananda, Sham, Anandam, Anandayutaha Sarvatha iti Shashi. So this is how some of the commentators show the Nirvachana of Shashi there, because Bhagavan Narayana is always Anandamayaha iti. Tatra Anandasya Sarvatha Paripurna Ananda Vidyate iti. Next one we have Dvamishati Shloka. Vedanam Samavedosmi Devanam Asmi Vasavah Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. So here what are the words here? Vedanam Samavedah Asmi Devanam Asmi Vasavah Indriyanam Manah Cha Asmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. So Vedanam, in the Vedas, the meaning is simple here. I just found some online thing here, and I never seen this book before, but seems to be good. Simple English meaning and word by word meaning also. Yeah. So the meaning is simple here. Vedanam Samaveda, amongst the Vedas, I am Samaveda. Again, this doesn't mean the other Vedas are of low quality or of lower significance, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, etc. Now, but he is highlighting here Samaveda, because Samaveda, you can think that Rigveda, actually Samaveda is a copy of Rigveda with some few ruchas or verses added here and there. But the distinction of Samaveda is it is Ganam. Sama is Ganam, Samagana. So the same Rigveda, which is Mantra Rupena Vidyate, Tatra Mantra plus, if you add Gana to it, then it is Samaveda. So there is some additional factor is there of Gana in Samaveda, along with this Rigveda's mantra also. So Vedanam Samavedosmi, Devanam Asmi Vasaha. Vasava, what is Vasava? Indra. Vasava is, the word is attributed to Indra. Devanam Asmi Vasava, because Devarajaha Indraha. So here, I think I'm seeing the meaning here. I am Vasava of the shining ones. So Deva, here they are given as a shining one, which is good also. Because Deva Shabda, how it is originating? Divyati, Divadigana. Divadeganasya prathama dhatuh, Devadhatuh. Divyati, which has multiple meanings. Divyati also means playing the gambling, right? Gambling or shining, Divya, So, or Kridati is also one meaning, Divyati. So, Deva is one shining ones. They are originally shining as gods. So, the group of gods, amongst them I am the Indra, who is the leader of the gods in the Swarga or Amaravati. So amongst the multiple Shreni or layers, the gradation. So we know that the first, starting from Manushya, Manushottama, then we have Rajarshi, then we have Rishi. Rishis are better, like so one by one, because they do more sadhana, more japa, tapa, and they have more knowledge base, jnanam, bhagavatah jnanam, tesham uttarottaram adhikam bhavati iti, yatha samanya manushyaah anantaram manushottamaah, then teshampi rajashayah, the kings who are noble kings, and then actually Raj also, Rajate, Raj Dhatu also is coming from not only Shasana, it is also shining, right? Rajate, Virajate. Then the Rishi Muni, then the Devarshi, then the Devas. They are the next grade, next better than the Rishis. In this the grading progresses. Devas. In that Deva category, Vasava is the Vasava. And Indriya, so in all of these, Vasava or previously Marutam, Asmibarichi, Arvihi, that everywhere the driving force, Antaryami Bhutva, Tesham Antasthaha Vasudevaha. That is known thing. Now the next is Indriyana Manaschasmi. Indriyana Manaha. Here, how many Indriyas are there?
दश कर्मेन्द्रिय ज्ञानेन्द्रिय.
Pancha karmendriya, pancha jnanendriya. So dashendriyani. In that dashendriyani, manaha is the ekadasham indriyam. Is also considered as an indriya. It is not because mana is also a jnanendriya and can be also considered a karmendriya. So overall, it receives the input from all the jnanendriya and also it prachodana for all the karmendriya. Manaha. So that is in the indriyanam aham manaha. And bhutanam asmi chetana. Bhutana, praninam. Within the bhutas, here, see again here, bhutanam asmi chetana means chetana is not a bhuta. Bhuta is praninaha, jantavaha. So the living beings. In them, I am chetana. So here, in some cases, here he is using nirdharana shashti, and in some cases it is just a sambandha shashti. Like for example, here bhutanam asmi chetana, indriyanam manaschasmi. Here it is nirdharana. Nirdharana means shresthatvam. Shresthatvam vadati atra. So indriyanam manaha. Amongst the indriyas, I am manaha. So here sambandha nasti, because mana is one of the indriya. Similarly, vedanam samavedosmi. Here also nirdharana. So here vedeshu, you could have used vedeshu also, right? That is also nirdharana. Saptami vedeshu samavedaha. Deveshu vasavaha. Indriyeshu manaha. Parantu atra bhuteshu means within bhuta. It is sambandha. Chetana is not one of the bhutas, living beings. So here he is saying bhutanam asmi chetana. I am, and of the senses I am the mind. I am the living beings. I am of living beings the intelligence. So this book seems to be good. So chetana, chetah, chitta, chittam, chetana. So this chetana is defined as intelligence in other commentaries also. So this is a very important concept in our darshanas, that mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. So these different tattvas are defined in Sankhya Yoga, Sankhya Darshana. So what is chetana here? Manaha is the first level, which is the direct recipient of inputs from indriyas and also the controller of the indriyas. So mana is like a mediator. Then that jnana, once the mana is manas chanchalam, manaha chanchalam. So mana is just the mediator, but the vivekah kutra bhavati buddhi. Buddhehe karyamasti vivechanam, or discrimination, you can call it. Somewhere I read it's translated discrimination. Yeah, vivek. Vivechanam is discrimination, which is right, which is wrong. So that decision is buddhi. So it analyzes and decides which is right, which is wrong. So it, again, depending on the samskara and different other factors, what decision it takes may not be actually right or wrong, right and wrong, or good or bad for jiva, but it does that analysis and takes the decision, buddhi. And then comes the chetana or chitta, where the or repetitive analysis of buddhi, abhyasa, punah abhyasa, when it happens, then it is absorbed into deeper consciousness. So that goes into chitta. So then chitta ultimately stores it as a sanskara, which when trickles or percolates deeper into the even the jiva or jivatma, then it moves, then it is carried over even to the next birth. That sanskara is important because the journey sadhana has to continue of the jivatma towards the moksha or liberation. So this chitta is going to be responsible for the deeper absorption from the mana to buddhi to chitta, and then continue and store that as a sanskara, and then continue the sadhana. Sabhutanam asmi chetana. So inside them, I am of living beings. Intelligence means inside them, because that is of the higher degree compared to just buddhi and mana. Next we have so Sheila Bhagini or anybody, if you are referring to some other book, if you find something, some other meaning or something, you can also read if you want to, other than this.
I'm doing from Bhakti Vedanta Book Trust. Same meaning, Mahoday.
Yeah. What is the Chetana meaning given there?
Chetana is prana.
Prana.
Jivani Shakti. Jivani Shakti.
Yeah, so there is a little bit difference, right? Not little bit, because they are different. Yeah, some commentators I have seen, the other commentators also, they have made Chetana means prana, means like a Chaitanya, right? So Sarabhuta means their essence. Bhutanam Chetana means their essence. Essence means by which they are actually live, right? And they do all the vyavahara in this loka. So that is all carried out by prana. This prana shakti is also a very important concept. It is not intelligence. It is that vitality, or that essence of our life itself. So that prana shakti is very essential for for anybody, not any living beings life. Once the prana shakti goes out of the body, then that is the end of that life. So this prana shakti has to be continuously present in the body for the body to be alive with the jivatma. So some of them have interpreted that this as Chetana, as the prana shakti, which is fine. The prana shakti is also at very high importance is given in our darshanas. Next one we have Rudrana Shankaraschasmi Vittesho Yaksharakshasam Asuna Pavakaschasmi Merushakarinamaham. Rudranam Shankarah cha asmi Vittesha Yaksharakshasam Asunam Pavakah cha asmi Meruhu Shakarinam aham. Here also meaning is simple. Rudranam, so again like Adityas, Dvadash Adityas, how they are present, famous, and 49 Marudgana, how they are famous like that. Ekadasha Rudragana. Rudra like Aditya, generally what do we understand by Aditya? Meaning of Aditya, Adityavasara or Adityavara. Some people refer to Ravivasara or Bhanuvasara as Adityavara. Aditya generally is referred to as for Surya, right? However, there are not only one Aditya, there are 12 Adityas. One of them Aditya is our current Surya, not all the Adityas. Yeah. Then other one is like Vishnu, etc. Yeah. Then similarly Marudgana. Marut, generally famous for Vayu, Marut. But there are other Marudgana, there are 49 Marudgana, Marut Devatas are there. It's a group. Then similarly Rudra Gana, there are Ekadasha Rudra, different Rudras are there. The names can be found. But one of them is this Shankara. This currently what we do this puja. That Shankara is one of the Rudra. Rudra Shabda itself comes from what? Can you guess? Rudra. Rudra means or why is it called Rudra? Shankara, why is it called Rudra? No?
Rudratvam, Sauryan.
So there are a couple of meanings, basically many meanings, but the famous ones are like Rudra, when he was born, Rudra, the Shiva, when he was born from Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, he started Rodanam. So Rodanat Rudraha iti prasiddhaha. He started crying for different Purana Katha. Tatra so Rodanat Rudraha iti one artha. The अन्यः अर्थः रुजं द्रावयति इति. रुजं द्रावयति. रुजम् इत्युक्ते रोगं. Rogam in general, not only like a physical disease. Avasmakam bhavaroga pariharam karoti. Dravayati means he melts it. He nashayati iti. Kim nashayati? Bhavarogam nashayati. Rujam dravayati iti. Rudraha. Then Rudranam Shankarashchasmi. Shankara. So this word should be clear to us. Sham karoti iti Shankaraha. What is Sham? Just now we saw before. Sham means like in Shashi. Shakaraha. Shakara is a representation of Anand. Anand. Anandam karoti. Karoti ityukte dadati iti Shankaraha. So Rudranam Shankarashchasmi. And the Rudras and the Shankara. And then Vitteshaha Yaksharkshasam. Yakshaha tatha Rakshansi. Rakshansi Rakshasaha. Tesham Rakshasiti Shabda Namutsakalinge Tatra Shashti Bhakti Bhavachanam Rakshasam. Yakshanam tatha Rakshasam. So they are categorized together here because they're kind of one group related. Though they are internally they are different. Rakshasa and Yakshas they are not the same. But overall they are grouped together here. And Teshamaham Vitteshaha. Vittesha we studied, we saw that in that, right? In I think in Raghuvamsha somewhere. Vittesha Vittasya Ishaha. Who is Vittasya Ishaha? Kubera.
Oh.
Dhanadaha. Dhanada was there, I think, in Raghuvanshi. Dhanadaha. Dhanam dadati. अथवा वित्तस्य प्रभुः वित्तस्य स्वामी इति कुबेरः प्रसिद्धः. So he is also known as Yakshadhipatihi. So here one category is made of Yaksha and Rakshasa, and this Kubera is their king, like Devanam Vasava Tatha Yaksharakshasam Vitteshah. Anantaram Vasunam Pavakaschasmi. Vasunam, here Vasu also is a Gana or a group, like Rudra Gana, Aditya Gana, etc. Like here Vasu Gana. Vasunam Ashtavasava Prasiddha. Vasunam Pavaka, one of them is Pavaka. By the name Pavaka is Agni. Agni is one of the Vasus. Like again, Vishnu is one of the Adityas, like that. Shankar is one of Rudras. Agni is also one of the Vasus. So in Vasugana, Pavakaha also is a beautiful meaning we have. Pavakaha. Pavayati. Pavayati means Shuddhi karoti, Pavitri karoti iti Pavakaha. Pavanam karoti iti Pavakaha. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi. Meruhu Shikharinamaham. Shikharinam aham Meruhu. Shikharinah. Shikharin iti shabdah. Aham Shikharinam Meruhu. Shikharinam means one who have the Shikhara or the peaks, mountain peaks. So one who have the peaks, amongst them I am the Meru Parvata. Because Meru is known or considered is the highest Shikhara. And where is Meru Parvata? Physically nobody knows. We know Himalayas, Vindhya, etc. we know. But this Meru Parvata is a very mysterious Parvata which comes many, many times in our Purana, Shastra, etc. But the physical location is unknown because maybe it is not there on the earth. Meruhu, in this all the Devanam Asasthana, mainly Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahmana, Sthanam, Meru. So here, Meru Parvat is also described as a golden mountain, or at least golden color. So we don't know exactly, and there are many interpretations of what this Meru could be. It could be, yeah. If you go back, so it could be the North Pole, where previously there was a mountain, where all mainly the civilization, Deva, Divya civilization was there. That was one theory. Also, there are other theories like Meru is not actually. This is not a physical mountain. It is a vortex in this cosmos, which looks. I mean, if you physically, virtually see it, it is that it looks like a peak towards the Dhruva Nakshatra, around which, because around Meru, in our Purana, etc., it is said that around Meru, even Surya also goes around. So then in that case, that cosmos theory makes sense. Meru. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meru Shikranamaham. So in that case, it is also becomes the highest peak if it is in this cosmos there outside, which is not like a made of physical stone and brick, rocks and all that, but it's just a shape. Then we have Shikrani Esham Santiti Tesham.
Mohoday, General question, Mahoday. What actually yakshas are? Yaksha is a Kubera, you said, right?
Yeah.
What actually yakshas are? Who are yakshas?
No, yaksha, like there are many, you can say they are tribes, right? Or yeah, they are a group of people which we find references in our ancient books, like yaksha and danava, daitya, yaksha, raksha. So these are different groups we find, and they have, and even gandharva. These different groups or tribes, they are known for their own characters. Like daityas and danavas, they are generally known as known for their bad deeds, evil deeds, you can say. But some of them may be good also. But yakshas, they are known for their special powers. They don't do any harm or evil, but they live on their own. But they have some special, mystical powers. They can, for example, they can turn somebody from man to woman, woman to man, and they also are good at, like Gandharvas, they are also good at art and music, etc. So, and Rakshasas, yeah, they have their own origin. In Puranas, all these different groups, they come from different origin. So some origins are also mentioned there. Like for example, Daityas, they came from Diti, Danavas, they came from Danu, Yaksha, they came from different source, Rakshas came from different source, origin. But later on, these, at least for the Daitya and Danava, the words became interchangeable. Though the lineage was different before, the words became interchangeable. Whoever is doing this evil deeds, they can be called Daitya or Danava. They don't have to be necessarily coming from the lineage of Diti or Danu. Yeah, so this Yaksha and Gandharvas, they generally are grouped together for their specialty in music, arts, etc. And other than having special powers, in some granthas we find it actually in Upanishad, very famous Upanishad. I think, very famous Upanishad, Prashna Upanishad. In that, there is a very special character, Yaksha. So, and you might know the story in Mahabharata also, right? There is a Yaksha Prashna.
Yeah, he asked to Dhritarashtra when his brother was fainted when they went to collect water.
Yeah, not Dhritarashtra, Dharmaraj.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Dharmaraj, Yudhishthira, yeah.
Yeah, Yudhishthira. So that Yaksha appears there also. So the Yakshas, if you see both there also in the Upanishad also, there they are depicted as having great knowledge and also mystic power, in the sense they don't appear or they can't be seen easily. In both the cases, they have been depicted like that. So based on that, there is some theory, hypothesis, or you can say just an assumption that the English letter X, which we use generally to denote like some unknown variable or unknown factor, X factor. So that some people say it comes from this word Yaksha, X, unknown. Like this in Mahabharata story, Yaksha, Prashna, which some person appears, not appears actually, without appearing, he asks a question but he identifies himself as I am a yaksha. Similarly, this in Upanishad also, the gods like Agni, Vayu, etc., they were tested by this yaksha, one yaksha there, who then turns out to be later, like in Mahabharata, there's a parallel there. In Mahabharata, the yaksha who identified initially as yaksha, and later on he turns out to be Yama. That Yama comes in the form of Dharma Devata, comes in the form of yaksha. But in the Upanishad also, the Bhagavan, the Narayana itself, comes in the form of yaksha to test and Garva Bhanga, to break their pride of different devas. They are not superior. So he shows himself as the more superior to them, all of them. Suryakumar Bhini, want to read and make the Padachchedanam?
आं महोदय पुरोधसां च मुख्यं मां विद्वि पाठ बहु बृहस्पतिं सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः सरसामस्मि सागरः पुरोधसां च मुख्यं
पुरोधस् इति शब्दः पुरोधस् लैक् मनस्
पुरोधसां च मुख्यं मां विद्धि ओके विद्धि इत्युक्ते ज्ञानं महोदय
जानीहि
बृहस्पतिम् आचार्य बृहस्पति सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः कुमारस्वामिः सरसामस्मि सागरः जलसमूहे अहं सागरः
पुरोधस् इत्युक्ते पुरोधाः इत्युक्ते पुरोहितः पुरोहितानां मध्ये मुख्यम् अहं हे पार्थ इति सम्बोधनं पुरोधसाञ्च मुख्यं मां विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिं सेनानीनामहं स्कन्दः सरसामस्मि सागरः पुरोहितानां च मुख्यं मां विद्धि मां जानीहि जानातु किं हे पार्थ अहं बृहस्पतिः इति जानातु बृहस्पति हू इस् बृहस्पति
देवानाम् आचार्य
देवगुरुः
पुरोधसां विद्धिः बृहस्पतिं किं बृहस्पतिः
पुरोधसा means again this is षष्ठी विभक्ति पुरोधसां वचनं पुरोहितानां बृहस्पति एकः पुरोहितः
ओके
देवगुरुः पुरोहित means now Nowadays maybe we are knowing Purohita means Archaka, right? Generally. But Purohita, that
hitam vadati kalo.
Hitam vadati. Purohita was very, very important profession or a sthana. Previously, every king must had a Purohita. Otherwise, they couldn't do any yaga yajna also. Not only yaga yajna, even any karya also. Anyone taking any major decisions, also Purohita is a must. Without Purohita, even nobody would, no king in the ancient times would act at all. They cannot act. You have seen this in Ramayanam also. Purohita was Vasishtha there. And then more than that, in Mahabharata we see all the examples everywhere there. Even Pandavas, when they were defeated in this Dyuta Krida, and they were made to go to Aranyam, they took this Dhaumya Maharshi as their Purohita with them. And they were always obeying what he says. Purohita is important. Why it's important? That Purohita Shabda itself says, Puraha. Pura means before. Pura. Hita. He thinks before what is good for his client. And then Hitam Bodhayati. He tells them what is good by thinking ahead. So these are
Kutumba Purohita api asti khalo.
Kutumba Purohita, yes, we used to have, and in all these kings also used to have there for their Vansha. Then for this Deva also, Indra, Devagana, Devaguru Brahaspati is a Purohita. Asuranam kaha Shukracharya, Tatra Asuranam Purohita, Devanam Brahaspati Purohita. Even Indra cannot do anything without Brahaspati, even though by the gradation or by the ability or their capacity, you can say, or their the own merit or the grades we have, Brahaspati is lower than Indra actually. Indra is Devanam Patihi, Indraha. Brahaspati is lower, Indra. But still, he is keeping the Brahaspati Brahmana as his Purohita, and without his instructions he doesn't act. And in one katha, Brahaspati goes away for some reason. There is a different katha from the Swarga. Then Indra cannot actually do any yaga yajna also, and he cannot take any decisions. So in that he has to have a Purohita. In place of Brahaspati, he brings a different one, temporarily at least, till Brahaspati comes back. So this Purohita is very important position. So amongst them, Mukhyam Mam Vidhi Partha, He Partha Brahaspati. Then we have Senani Nam Aham Skandaha. Skandaha, so you know that Senani, all the army generals. So Aham Skandaha, Kumaraswamy, Kartikeya. Athva, so in the Brahaspati, that Nishpatti or Nirvachana is easy to do. But Skanda etymology, how some commentators have made, Swasmad Jagata Niskasanat iti Skandaha. Skanda also, literal meaning of Skanda is Skanna or Skandana. Skandana means what?
Shoulders.
No, that is, so note that there is a difference. So I'm writing it here. Do you see it? Yeah. Skandha is shoulder. Mahapranadha. Skanda is not shoulder. Skanda is falling or moving out. that is skanda. That is a literal meaning because of his birth, how it happened, is known as skanda. Because as a baby he was thrown or fell into the bushes, Sharavana. That is why he is also known as Sharavana Swami, right? Skandaha. So some have etymologically made the interpretation that swasmat jagatah nishkasanat. So jagat lokam swasmat, at the time of srishti, he creates the worlds out of himself. Means he makes them to nishkasana, skandana, the other worlds during the srishti. So that's why he is known as skanda. So yeah, these are just some etymological interpretations, some commentators have done to make the meaning, or skanda, how it could be with Narayana or Vasudeva, who is the creator, how the skanda word can be applied to him. That is how they are done. Then sarasam asmi sagraha, no, samudraha, sarasam. So in the saras means what? Sarati. What is sarati?
Is it jal? No. Is it water?
Pravahati.
Saraha, water body, but generally sarati, actual meaning sarati, we know. Kim sarati, sarpaha sarati. Sarati means moves.
Go, yeah.
Sarati shifts or moves. Sarati, sarasam asmi sagraha. So all these water bodies, they always move. Right? Te asmi sagra, tesham asmi sagraha. So the best one of them is Sagara, Samudra, obviously. But again, some commentators making the etymology here. Sarasam asmi sarovaranam sagraha. But here, sa plus gira. So this is how they have split it. Girati. Girati means Gilati, or Girati means Nigarani. Gilati, Gilanam means he swallows, right? Swallow. Girati. Gilati or Girati is swallowing. So what is he swallowing?
Small lakes.
Sarasya Gara. So they have small lakes also, but here again, trying to apply this Anvaya, Asya Sagara Shabda Anvaya, Vasudeve, Narayane, they are trying to Anvaya. Sarasya Garaha Sagaraha, Sarabhoktatvat Sagara. Sarabhoktatva. Sara means essence. So he actually enjoys all the essence in this world. Sara bhoktra, bhoktru, bhokta. Iti. What is that? Sagaraha. So this is how they have made the interpretation. Okay, so we can stop here. Sarasamasmi Sagaraha. Okay, so धन्यवादः. पुनर्मिलामः.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
नमस्कारः.
धन्यवादः महोदय.
धन्यवादः.